Peyton Sterling gets the ball back for the Hawks. Addie Kiefer from downtown. It's good. Kiefer making it rain. Hawks on an 11-0 run here. Up 9 on the Scotties. As I apologize, we had some technical difficulties at the beginning of this broadcast. We missed the first part of the first quarter. But I'm Liam Bradford. I'm here. We got the game working now, along with David Tesh.
What's up, Liam? How you doing?
Doing pretty well tonight. As Addie Kiefer gets inside and gets fouled by number 23, J.C. Goldsmith. That's power on power right there as Kiefer driving on the 6'3 forward for the Scotties gets fouled. And we have a timeout called by Freeman after the 11-0 run for the Hawks. So let's kind of recap, what we've seen so far in the first 6 minutes of this game, David. So, all right, you give it a shot.
Well, started off with both these teams. Both these opponents don't really know each other. This game was last second, but they come in today. Lakeland coming in strong with a strong offensive start so far, being able to only hold them to 4 points so far in the first quarter, while scoring 13 themselves. And if they can keep this momentum up, I can see this being a blowout.
Yeah, Lakeland hasn't really played in any games where they were, far better than their opponent so far this season, and because they've played a lot of competitive teams and had a really tough string of games. They've strung some wins together, but now, playing a school from Washington that we've never seen before. So yeah, it's gonna be an interesting matchup between two teams who aren't very familiar with each other, and a Lakeland team that has faced a lot of adversity and difficulty so far this season. Looking great so far, on top by 10 before Kiefer's second free throw. It's good, of course. Kiefer stretches it to 15-4. And that ball's thrown out of bounds by the Scotties. Going to go right back to the Hawks.
I think one key thing about this game being such a last-second game is that neither team was able to study each other or look at each other's film and figure out who's their best opponents and what strategy they want to go against.
Yeah. Oh, Addie Kiefer gets it to go. Hawks up 13. And for those of you who don't know, Lakeland was supposed to have a game against a different school scheduled today, but the game got canceled and rescheduled to play the Freeman Scotties, who is not an opponent we're very familiar with, and because of that, it's not just a school like Post Falls, Sandpoint, Moscow, schools we play all the time and we know well, as Zaya Munier tries to put up a layup there. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see these two teams who really know nothing about each other. Hawks have had the advantage so far, up 17-6. Zaya Munier in transition puts up the layup and gets fouled.
The Hawks are doing a great job right now drawing fouls, with 6 fouls committed total by Freeman so far.
Yeah, wow, that's not a very productive quarter.
Let's see if they're able to turn around in the second quarter.
Munier's first free throw is good. Freeman started off up 4-2 in this game, and ever since the Hawks have just dominated. 16-4 run. As Munier drills both free throws. Number 25, Kate Schneider getting a pass half court, a three-pointer put up, and it's good. Sydney McLean drains the three to pull her team within 10. And a pass there from Emily Knowles, trailed out of bounds. Gonna go right back to the Scotties. They've got some momentum now. So on the flip side of what we've already talked about, how the Hawks have been playing, but on the flip side, what do you think that Freeman's going to have to do to pull off the road upset today?
Well, I definitely think the number one key is to stop Addie Kiefer. Addie Kiefer's been dominant in her senior season so far, getting tons of rebounds, steals, and especially points, leading the Hawks with nearly 20 points per game. And definitely you got to stop her from scoring if you want to win this game.
Yeah, Addie Kiefer, definitely the most involved, most dominant player on this Hawks team. Really just a leader in every way, and I bet every one of these girls on this team would tell you that. And yeah, it's pretty much been that way so far this season. If you can stop Addie Kiefer, then you have a better chance than when you don't stop her, because Addie Kiefer is a force to be reckoned with on the court. And we have a quick 7-0 run for the Scotties, and we're going to go to the end of the first quarter, 19-13 Hawks. And we're back. Here at the start of the second quarter. Bit of a back and forth quarter. We got a 6-point lead for the Hawks.
Freeman ending the quarter strong with a 6-0 run to try to get them back into this game. Build some momentum into the second quarter.
And they definitely have built, at least a substantial amount of momentum in the last 3 minutes of the first quarter, because Lakeland was off to a strong 19-6 start, and they've just put out the fire in the last 2 minutes. Inside, we got a layup put up by JC Goldsmith. It's no good, so it's going to stay with the Scotties. Number 5, Sydney McLean, sending it a staggering 5-2, gets inside for the and one, gets to the rack. Haven't watched this Freeman team for very long, you could already tell Sydney McLean's a baller. We have a timeout called by the Hawks. 19-16. And trying to put out the fire that Freeman has started. Simon sprinting up the court, nearly gets stopped by McLean, but makes it past the senior. And that pass goes out of bounds. It's going to go back to the Scotties. McLean breaks the full court press. In transition, a nice pass from number 23, JC Goldsmith. That's the connection right there, McLean to Goldsmith. Simon gets it to Kiefer. Inside, a beautiful pass for Kenneth Simon. Peyton Sterling saves the ball on the perimeter. Nice play. Simon, hook shot, no good. Rebound, Goldsmith. That ball nearly stolen back by Addie Kiefer. Gets called for a foul. Just took it right out of her hands there. Addie Kiefer, a menace.
Personal foul, number 24, Addie Kiefer. Her first, third Lakeland foul.
Goldsmith trying to get it inside off the hip of Kenneth Simon to stay with Freeman. Goldsmith throws it inside, and we've got a jump ball courtesy of Addie Kiefer getting her hands in there. No surprise. Going right back to the Hawks. Kiefer is double teamed. Oh, and gets called for a travel just moments after. Lila Kiefer fought to tip that pass out of bounds. It's going to stay with Freeman. A nice play, though, by Kiefer.
Let's talk about this turnaround that Freeman has had.
Oh, yeah, man. They've 12-0 run now in the last 5 minutes or so. And just as I say that, they're getting the ball inside again. McLean put up a fake jumper trying to get inside. Contested. Back outside, and a three-pointer put up by number 11, Taylor Denany. Rebound. It's going to go back to the Hawks. Landry Simon taking the ball back. Addie Kiefer puts up a jumper. Contested. It's good. What a beautiful shot by Addie Kiefer. And the ball's thrown out of bounds by Freeman. Going to go right back to Lakeland. As we see Caroline Gallus checking into the game for the first time for Lila Kiefer.
Number 14, Caroline Gallus.
Peyton Sterling double covered in the corner. Gets it back to Simon. Landry throws it in for Addie Kiefer. Gets rejected. One of the only times we've seen Addie Kiefer be rejected at points today, as Kenna Simon gets a rejection of her own, rejecting that full court pass out of bounds. Inside, a beautiful pass, and open is number 22, Maddie Phillips, to score. We got a 1-point game. What a back and forth game this has been so far. Entertaining for sure, as Peyton Sterling a little too high on the throw there, nearly hit the cameraman, Zach McGee.
30 seconds, timeout, Liquid.
We have a timeout called by the Hawks, as the Freeman Scotties have crawled back into the game here after being down 19-6. Back from the break with just under 5 minutes left to go in this second quarter. Hawks up just one. Caroline Gallus in transition. A nice tip pass there from Sterling on the steal. Addie Kiefer gets it back, puts it up, and it's good. From guess who? Addie Kiefer. What a show she's putting on tonight. Cross-court pass to McLean. Throws it inside for Maddie Phillips. McLean from downtown. No good. Nice defense there from Caroline Gallus. And a shot put up by Maddie Phillips. No good. Rebound McLean. A nice rebound by the senior. And we got an over-the-back foul called on JC Goldsmith. It's going to go back to the Hawks. And the Hawks are now in the bonus for the remainder of the first half. Is that the 7th foul on Freeman?
Foul number 23, J.C. Goldsmith, their second. 7th foul for the Scotties.
Kiefer's free throw is no good, but Munier saves it. Kiefer gets it back. Gallus from downtown, way downtown, no good. Rebound Peyton Sterling. Hawks are doing a great job at getting their own missed shots in this game. Great offensive rebounding. As Landry Simon found an open layup, cut to the hoop for a quick two. 25-20 Hawks.
What a great play there by Landry Simon, going in down the paint and getting the easy bucket.
Yeah, we apologize for mixing up names so often. We got 2 sets of sisters on this team, not always easy. As Addie Kiefer makes a nice steal there. Gonna stay with the Hawks. Kiefer's just padding up the stats this game. Wow. I don't know what to say.
That's the type of dominance that you can expect from Addie Kiefer.
Yeah, she was a great role player for this team last year, but I never really understood the kind of talent that she held until this year. She's, I don't know, something else. Definitely something that she holds a lot of traits that a lot of other players on the team don't have, and you know, she kind of looks like a college player playing with a bunch of high schoolers right now. Phillips off the bounce, throws it out for McLean. McLean makes a quick move inside, puts up the hook, no good. McLean in the corner for 3. It's good. Landry Simon got her pass tipped right back to her. Inside for Zaya Munier. Gets the layup to go. McLean going cross court. Covered by Caroline Gallus. Wide open 3 from Maddie Phillips. No good. And Kiefer gets the rebound. Peyton makes a nice save there. Nearly lost the ball out of bounds due to a long pass as Munier inside gets fouled, and she's going to go to the line for 2. Hawks up 4 in a back and forth battle.
First.
Munier's first free throw is good.
Now the lower Lakeland, number 2, Ella Tirzuli.
Yeah. Addie Kiefer comes off the court. She's had a great performance so far. Definitely gonna sleep well tonight. As the missed free throw there from Munier is rebounded by number 25, Kate Schneider. Freeman gonna keep it. McLean throws it inside. And a foul called on Peyton Sterling there. Number 12, Drew Crowley, gonna go to the line here to shoot 2. first free throw here for Drew Crowley. Catch some air.
Second foul for Sterling. Fourth foul for the Hawks. Number 12, Crowley at the line. And entering for Lakeland, number 24, Addie Kiefer.
We'll see if she could do better on the second attempt as Kiefer checking back into the game for Peyton Sterling after she got called for the foul there. No good. Rebounded by Zaya Munyer. Kiefer in transition. Crosses up the defense. Outside for an open Terzoli. No good. Gallus fighting on the baseline for the rebound, but it's going to go out of bounds. Right back to the Scotties. Down only 5 after an early 13-point deficit. McLean has made almost nearly all of the assists this game for the Scotties. Gets it inside for Crowley, and she gets called for a travel. With 1:24 left here in the second quarter. Gonna see if the Hawks can put up some more points and get to the 30 mark before halftime. Lila Kiefer throws it inside for Munyer, and the ball gets stolen back by number 25, Kate Schneider of the Scotties. Now you got a reach-in foul called on Lila Kiefer.
Personal foul, number 10, Lila Kiefer. Her second. Fifth foul, Lakeland.
Two bang-bang plays that Lila Kiefer's been called for fouls now on. Two calls that I think could have gone either way. Tough luck. Inside, Crowley puts it up, no good. Rebound, Lila Kiefer. Throws it across for Addie Kiefer. Couldn't get the shot to go, covered by only 3 players there. You know, I think the Freeman team hurt us a few minutes ago, David, because they've done a better job at containing Addie Kiefer and just, you know, getting more people on her in the last 3 minutes or so. I guess when no one on the team really has an exact answer, because it's hard to find an answer for a player like that. I guess they just gotta put more players on her, I guess.
Can't stop her. You can only hope to contain them.
Yeah. Really, just no way to completely shut down Addie Kiefer. They just gotta try to slow her down, which they have done a better job of in the last 3 minutes or so. And a rebound there off the missed free throw by the Hawks, rebounded by Maddie Phillips. And she goes back court, steps on the line, gonna go back to the Hawks. Peyton Campbell stepped on the line on accident there. It's gonna go back to the Hawks with 15.4 seconds left in the second quarter. Hawks have a chance to score again before halftime. They may hold off for the last shot. Landry Simon called for a travel. That's unfortunate, giving it right back to Freeman with 10.5 seconds left. McLean checking back into the game again for Peyton Campbell. The two 5'2" guards for the Freeman Scotties. As McLean takes it cross court with just 5 seconds left. Gets it stolen away from her by Landry Simon. 1 second left, puts up the shot. No good. Nearly got the buzzer beater to go there, but we're going to go to halftime. 5-point lead for the Hawks, 28-23. We'll see you when we get back.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to this presentation of girls basketball. We got the Lakeland girls against the Freeman girls in a game of basketball here, entering for the second half.
And we got a shot put up early by Maddie Phillips. No good. Rebound, Addie Kiefer, the star of the first half. Kenna Simon inside, contested, gets blocked, but Kiefer on the putback. And a jump ball is called.
And Sterling will inbound the ball for the Hawks. Lila Kiefer for three. No good.
Kenna Simon gets fouled there. Sterling gets the pass in for Kenna Simon. We've seen a lot of interior defensive issues here for today for the Freeman Scotties.
Yeah, the Hawks have been able to just pass the ball around and slice it through that defense and get a lot of points in the paint so far, especially in the first half.
As we got McLean in transition here. Freeman only down 5. And a 3 from the corner, no good. And that ball is tipped out of, no, it's saved. Nearly went out of bounds there. And another jump ball called. Gonna stay with the Scotties.
Freeman.
The inside pass there doesn't get anything going. McLean over to number 11, Taylor Denany, who we didn't see a lot of in the first half despite being a starter. Maddie Phillips inside, kicks it back out for Denany.
Good defensive possession here for the Hawks.
Oh yeah, they've just been really good at containing.
Freeman's got nothing going.
Been really good at containing. So what do you think the Hawks are going to need to do today to pull out a win? Because got a lead at half right now, but.
Yeah, I think just keep up the offensive pressure on Freeman that we've been having, keep getting the ball inside. We got a lot of size on our team this year, and we've really been able to use that in this game and use that for scoring. Addie Kiefer in particular, Kenna Simon. They've both been able to really get inside on this Freeman defense and been able to get some scoring opportunities, and I think that's working really well for us right now.
Absolutely, as we got 6:12 left here in the third quarter for the Scotties. Started off up 4-2, and then the Hawks just went on an absolutely dominant 14-2 run, but then Freeman came right back into the game. Quite a back and forth first half as we got Addie Kiefer recovering the ball there in transition, covering Maddie Phillips, covering her, and she puts up the layup. It's good from Addie Kiefer, absolutely dominating this game.
And there you go. The Hawks pushed it up on offense to get a quick bucket inside. I think they need to keep looking for that as this game progresses, especially in this second half. They can't let the Scotties make another run and get back in this game.
Addie Kiefer comes down with the rebound. She's really been in the center of pretty much every play this game. Landry Simon open from downtown, wide open, no good. Rebounded her own missed shot. What a second effort there to get to the line.
Yeah, great follow-over shot there for Landry. Misses the shot, doesn't get discouraged, goes in, and still gets a scoring opportunity here for the Hawks to see if she can knock down some free throws.
I've been surprised by how much the Hawks have hustled tonight, or really all season long. They've just been a really aggressive team that doesn't stop until the whistle and always diving for the ball and just creating a lot of pressure for the other teams playing gritty basketball.
Yeah, I think that's one thing Coach Seymour always preaches is just hard-nosed, tough basketball, game in and game out. No matter who they're playing, no matter what the score is, just make sure that you're going all out on every play, and that's always good to see.
Yeah, we've really seen a lot of outstanding hustle play, specifically from Addie Kiefer and the Simon sisters, as well as everyone else on this roster. Phillips gets it all the way across court, puts it up, no good from number 23, JC Goldsmith. Gonna go back to the Hawks.
Great ball movement here for the Hawks. Gets an open three.
Addie Kiefer puts up a three, no good. And it's gonna go back to the Freeman Scotties.
First of all, number 10, keeper, her fourth. On the starting, number 24, Sophie Kurnow, and returning from Lakeland, number 30, Zaya Munyer.
And that was a big foul on Lila Kiefer. That'll force Coach Seymour to put her on the bench here, possibly for the rest of this third quarter if he wants her for the fourth.
Kiefer has definitely gotten into some foul trouble this game, including 2 questionable calls earlier in the game. Really unfortunate for Lila. Is with Kenna Simon after the rebound in transition, throws it inside for Zaya Munyer, puts up a layup, it's good.
Great transition there for the Hawks.
Zaya Munyer making buckets today. And a good 3 put in to answer right back from Taylor Denon. He just drains it from downtown. 5-point game again.
Freeman haven't been able to generate much offense this game, but they've been shooting pretty dang well from outside.
Yeah, and that, as we've seen a lot this season, that full court press causing an occasional ball thrown out of bounds. We see an example of that there. It's going to go back to Freeman, only down 5.
Yeah, Freeman definitely still in this game, and they showed at the beginning of that second quarter that they are willing to fight back into games. So I think the Hawks definitely need to keep their pedal to the metal and just make sure they continue to build their lead, because Freeman's going to come out firing. They're not going to lay down.
We got a timeout called here by Coach Seymour. So, Ben, what do you see so far in this second half that was, anything different from the first half?
Well, the Hawks have dropped back into their zone, making sure that Freeman can't get any easy buckets on them, really. Really, they've been able to, in contrast, they really had this going in the first quarter, but in the second quarter, they kind of went away from it. But they're getting back to it in the second half, is just being able to get the ball down the floor quick, get it to their guards, to the post, down low, and just been able to slice up the defense with either Zaya Munyer or Kenna Simon or Addie Kiefer. They've really been able to get stuff down low on the block, and I think they need to keep going back to that.
Yeah, I agree, and I think it's really important that they're just with a lead like this, one that they don't always have when they're playing against 5A competition. It's like just having a lead like this, they need to be able to be selective and make good shots, take good shots, make good shots, and Landry Simon gets the rebound there. Trying to get the ball past half court. Addie Kiefer gets it across in the corner for Peyton Sterling, puts up the 3. It's good. Peyton Sterling. Sydney McLean on the drive, dribble drive, dives at the rim, and it's no good. Gonna stay with the Scotties.
I think another key for the Hawks to maintain this lead, like you harped on it earlier, they got to make sure they're disciplined in in the backcourt, and they're able to get the ball across against the press, because that's what the Scotties are definitely going to be trying to do, especially in the second half, to get back in the game.
And a bucket there from number 25, Kate Schneider. Getting the Scotties to that 30 mark, pulling within 6. Addie Kiefer passes it inside for Kenna Simon, and it's good. Addie Kiefer really commands this whole offense and just allows everything else to happen after her. A shot put up from Phillips. It's good.
And maybe when the Hawks are in that zone, they're just going to have to live with that shot sometimes and hope that it misses, because sometimes teams will attack gaps in the zone, but you just got to be able to cut your losses and then come down and stay just as aggressive, just like they were there on the offensive end.
Put back bucket there from Zaya Munyer, making her presence known in today's game. And a three put up from downtown, no good for number 24, Sophie Kerno. Kenna Simon inside, puts up the shot and gets fouled. Gonna go to the line and shoot two. As we have Caroline Gallus and Natalie Richardson checking into the game right now.
And Kiefer will get a well-deserved rest.
Yeah, Addie Kiefer is really, the Hawks very, they spread the ball around very well. Very even load that all the players have to carry, but Addie Kiefer really just a leader out on the court and makes her presence known, gets involved in every single play, and it seems like when the Hawks score, if it's not Addie Kiefer, it's off of a Addie Kiefer pass or an Addie Kiefer steal or an Addie Kiefer rebound. She's really just involved in the game in every aspect. Yeah,
and that's great leadership to see from the Hawks' only senior this year. She's really stepped up in her role. She has experience on varsity. She's been a varsity player since her sophomore year, and this year she's really starring for the Hawks, and that's great to see.
Simon's free throw no good, rebounded by Phillips. Hawks hold an 8-point lead for now. And Maddie Phillips nearly got the open shot there, but now it's contested, and a three from number 10, Stephanie Chaddock. It's good.
And Freeman just keeps hanging around, not letting the Hawks breathe. We figured that this would be a fight tooth and nail to the end of the game for the Hawks.
And the Scotties just get the ball right back.
All remaining possession goes to Lakeland, and now off the floor.
Actually had a jump ball called there. Possession gonna stay with Lakeland, but the possession arrow switches back. As we got Addie Kiefer already checking back into the game.
Returning to the Hawks, number 24, Addie Kiefer.
Coach Seymour not gonna risk letting her sit out for too long. Richardson throws it in for Gallus. Gallus, tough play in the corner, throws it in for Kiefer. Couldn't get the layup to go. Rebounded by Kenna Simon. Sterling from downtown. No good. Sterling nearly made her second three of the quarter. But Addie Kiefer on the putback. Who else? And she gets it to go.
Great move by Kiefer there, being smart, taking it right back up, not even thinking about kicking the ball out as soon as she gets that offensive rebound, just turning and scoring.
Goldsmith couldn't get the layup to go. Hawks have done a great job at controlling star players for the Scotties and McLean and Goldsmith.
On the floor for the Lakeland Hawks, number 32, Larry Simon.
Got 1:11 left here in the third quarter and a 7-point lead for the Hawks as Freeman has the ball. Ball stolen by Peyton Sterling. Sterling in transition, it's her and Gallus. Wow, an offensive foul called on the charge there. Wow, Peyton Sterling tried to get inside, didn't find an open pass, really just had to stay in her lane and put up the layup.
Good effort there by Sophie Kerno, just not giving up on the play and getting back and getting the hustle play, the charge.
Nice passing here from the trying to get some separation on the Hawks defense as Sterling gets another steal. This time she finds Gallus in the lane, gets rejected. What a nice block by number 10, Stephanie Chaddock. We have Peyton Sterling putting up a three on the pass from Addie Kiefer, no good. Rebounded for Freeman. We got just 30 seconds left in this third quarter. Hawks winning by a touchdown. And we have a travel called on the floor, going to go right back to Lakeland.
And this could be a key 25 seconds here for Lakeland. You're able to score, you're able to get a 9-point lead coming in the fourth quarter. But give up a turnover and give up a quick bucket, and the Scotties are right back in this. It's only a 7-point game. There's a big difference between a 7-point lead and a 5-point lead. So Hawks need to make sure they're smart here with the basketball last 20 seconds, and they aren't.
Stolen right back by Freeman. Kiefer tried to recover. Oh, we got a double dribble called on Freeman. Gonna stay with the Hawks.
Hawks got bailed out there. That was
Yeah,
nice. It would have been a nice hustle play by Addie Kiefer either way, but
we're certainly trying to avoid a turnover. Committed a turnover and then just got it right back. So I guess a good job bouncing back there for the Hawks. Kiefer inside, throws it to Munyer. Munyer inside for Gallus. No whistle, but there was some contact. Freeman in transition, 2 seconds left. Goldsmith gets the layup to go, and that's going to bring us to the end of the third quarter. 42-37 Hawks, and we will go to a break. We're back. Final quarter of play here from the Lakeland Pavilion. Start off the last quarter. Freeman trying to get something going. Maddie Phillips puts up a baseline jumper, no good. Rebounded inside. JC Goldsmith gets fouled going to the line. Drew some contact there from Zaya Munyer.
Zaya did a good job of staying straight up there, but Goldsmith was just able to draw the contact on her. Smart move there to go up strong and draw the foul.
You know, we kind of take it for granted that the Hawks have two freshmen on this team who are frequently on the court. You know, Zaya Munyer, absolute baller freshman for the Hawks, matched up there on the veteran junior forward for JC Goldsmith. And that's a really hard assignment, and Zaya Munyer's done a good job so far tonight and so far this season, being able to deal with the older classmen that she's competing with.
For sure, the Hawks are a very young team. You know, they only got the one senior in Addie Kiefer, and they have two starters that are they have a freshman starter and a sophomore starter. So 2 sophomore starters, excuse me. So they're very young, definitely developing, and exciting to see what they'll do here in the coming years.
And that is a nice play there from Maddie Phillips. Freeman pulls within 2. Just a minute gone so far here in this fourth quarter. Kiefer throws it inside for Kenna Simon. Simon saves it on the baseline.
And Freeman playing with some urgency here. Hawks got to make sure they don't let up. Only a 2-point game now. And Seymour calls a timeout, see if they can talk about it.
That's a smart timeout there. Just need to regroup.
Yeah, slow down. Make sure everyone's on the same page. Make sure they all know, hey, guys, this is only a 2-point game. We can't just sit on this lead. We got to keep being aggressive, keep getting after it, keep getting the ball inside, and make sure that we are able to finish this game out. 6:50 still left in this game, so plenty of time for Freeman to come back. Should be an exciting finish.
First matchup between Lakeland and Freeman it's been a great game so far. It's the first matchup that that they've had so far, and really entertaining. I don't really know what the expectations were coming into this game, but certainly been a back and forth, entertaining game for everyone in attendance.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know that we really knew what to expect. I don't know the teams knew what to expect from each other. Lakeland expecting to play Shadle Park today. Shadle Park had to drop out due to the weather. They couldn't get here because of the roads. Freeman able to step in and play just because at this point in the season you just want games on your schedule. But yeah, this would be a huge win for the Hawks, especially, you know, if eventually thinking towards the state tournament. You know, this year they've changed the rules, so they're seeding in the state tournaments, and a win over a Spokane team would be huge for the Hawks in their seeding. So,
yeah, and kudos to the Freeman Scotties for coming to this game on such short notice. As Peyton Sterling drains the three, and we caught it on camera this time.
almost exact same spot of last time, right down the middle. Sterling able to just line it up and fire.
Oh, number 24 trying to pass it inside there, but off the leg of Peyton Sterling, but they're gonna call it out of bounds on Freeman. Nice defense there from Sterling. The turnover, number 24, Sophie Kerno. Looked to me as if it bounced off the leg of Peyton Sterling, but I guess the referee thought differently, fortunately. Kenna Simon gets inside, puts up the layup. Couldn't get it to go, but Addie Kiefer gets another rebound. Landry Simon gets it to go. And one. Going to the line for the three-point opportunity.
Great effort there by Hawks on the offensive boards. The Scotties really can't afford to give those up, especially if they're trying to get back in this game in the fourth quarter.
You can't even tell that she's a freshman, honestly. Landry Simon, just some raw talent. Looks exactly like her older sister Kenna out there.
Oh yeah, she plays with so much confidence out on the floor, playing players that are, 2-3 years older than her, and it's just impressive to see a freshman come out and be that impactful in her first year.
Absolutely, in this game, especially having to put up with the guard for the Scotties, Sydney McLean. Definitely giving Landry all she can handle, but she's definitely been up to the task defending McLean. McLean not being able to come up with more than 9 or 10 points so far. As Addie Kiefer.
Boy, she just can't miss. As soon as she gets in the paint, it's up and in.
Yeah. Oh, wow, it's good. Number 23, JC Goldsmith gets it to go. Nice mid-range jumper there.
Hawks have done a good job this fourth quarter of handling the Scotties' pressure. Like we said earlier, that'll be keys maintaining their lead right now.
Goes right back to the Scotties, and we have a fall on the court there between Addie Kiefer and two Freeman players. Looks like everyone's okay, though, luckily. And an 8-point lead for the Hawks with 5:15 left to go in this game. McLean in the corner, steps back, doesn't pull up a shot, but gets it across court to number 11, Taylor Denany. Denany throws it inside for Phillips, and it's going to stay with the Scotties.
Good hustle there, though, by Landry Simon of the Hawks. You know, Hawks just got to keep up that defensive pressure in their 2-3 zone. It can be easy sometimes in 2-3 zone to just kind of sit back and relax and just stay in your spots, but they got to make sure they keep the pressure on the Scotties and don't let them allow them to come back.
And Goldsmith inside on the layup. Couldn't get it to go as it rolls around the rim. Gallus throws it inside for Sterling, gets it stolen away, and it's going to go to the Scotties. I believe we have a foul called on number 24, Addie Kiefer. And we have a 1-and-1 here as the Freeman Scotties are in the bonus.
And this could be key here at the end of the game. Still 4:47 left, and already the Scotties are in the bonus. Hawks got to be smart now with their fouls.
First free throw is good from Stephanie Chaddick. Second free throw is good. Just a 5-point game now, 6-point game. And timeout called by the Scotties. Back from the commercial break. Six-point deficit here for the Scotties. 4:47 left in the game. Hawks gonna have to keep applying pressure and run up the score because this game's definitely not over. Some games are over at the 4-point mark left in the game, but this game definitely not been written yet. And a ball tipped out of bounds there. Gonna stay with the Hawks. Kiefer off the pivot, throws it inside, no good.
Good defensive there, but play by the Scotties.
Tried to convert on a nice jump pass there from through the legs of McLean. Nothing doing.
Yeah, that can be hard once you're up in the air. You see a pass, but then it's gone and you're already up in the air, so you just got to throw it before you come down and travel.
Yeah. It's one of those, like, oh, shoot moments, but you've got, like, there's nothing you can really do, so you just kind of got to go with it and just chuck the ball as hard as you can. Hawks maintain a 6-point lead, 50-44. 4 minutes left, halfway through this fourth quarter. Kenneth Simon, triple covered in the corner, gets it over to Kiefer. There's got to be somebody open with a triple team there momentarily on Kenneth Simon.
And Landry Simon's taking her lumps down low right now. Props to her for being brave and just taking the hit, getting the free throws in for the Hawks now.
First free throw for Landry. No good. It's a critical pair of free throws here in this game right now. Definitely going to need to capitalize on some of these Freeman mistakes if they're going to hold this lead. And an over-the-back foul called on Addie Kiefer. Scotties are going to get shots.
And that's a rough sequence from the Hawks. Instead of getting their own points off their free throws, now they're going to have to get up some to the Scotties on a 1-and-1 here.
And we have Zaya Munyer checking into the game for Addie Kiefer. We'll see how long Coach Seymour keeps her out for this time. First free throw is good from Goldsmith. JC Goldsmith has played a really good game on the interior for the Scotties and got a lot of shots to go. Provided really just like insurance and been the backbone for this team all game because haven't been able to get anything going really anywhere else. And that ball is rejected. It's going to go right back to Freeman.
Scotty's able to build some momentum here. 3:40 left, only down 5.
And a three put up on the perimeter, no good. Rebounded by Goldsmith. Goldsmith inside, working on Zaya Munyer, gets it to go.
And just like that, Freeman cut it to 3. Now a 1-possession game for the Scotties. Hawks got to answer.
Sterling throws it across to Kenneth Simon, and it tips off of Simon's hands, going to go out of bounds.
And one thing the Hawks do not need right now are quick turnovers right now. Gotta
Yeah.
take advantage of as many possessions as they can and not give the Scotties many. Addie Kiefer coming back in. She might not see the bench the rest of the game.
Really just got to chew some clock here and do the best they can to keep the ball out of the hands of the Scotties. Because we know when they get the ball to their veterans, they can make things happen. As the
Nice
Hawks
try
get
on a
it
little
back.
high-low there. Kenna Simon able to read it, though.
Hawks got it right back. Kiefer. Sterling from downtown. No good. It's going to stay with the Hawks. Peyton nearly drilled her third three of the game there. Just off the front rim.
I know you could tell she was feeling that one, but just not quite able to fall. She's got to keep taking those shots, though, for the Hawks,
Oh, yeah.
separating that lead. Ooh.
Sterling, an above-average shooter who, to be quite honest, hasn't gotten a lot of shots to go her way so far early on in the season. Really glad to see it working out for her tonight with two threes already. Just nothing but net, good-looking shots. Something that the Hawks love to see, and they're going to continue to see for years from Peyton Sterling.
Yeah, now the Scotties are starting to see what the Hawks were seeing in the first half with Addie Kiefer, but they're seeing it with JC Goldsmith, just unstoppable right now down low. Hawks have definitely got to get a body on her, not just let her continue to get these open shots inside. 2 minutes left, only a 1-point lead. Coming out of this timeout, the Hawks got to be ready for Goldsmith. You know, she's just been firing all cylinders here on the fourth quarter.
Freeman calls the timeout, down 1 point with 2:06 left in the fourth quarter. Hawks trying to protect the lead and pull off the win at home. We're back from the break with 2:06 left here in the game.
And it looks like the Hawks will stay in their zone, trying to avoid any inside
And an
shots.
offensive foul called on McLean. Drawn foul there by the freshman, Landry Simon. Simon disguised as a veteran, freshman disguised as a veteran there with a nice move, drawing the foul in a huge play. That could mean a lot for this game on the senior McLean. Simon puts up the layup, no good. Munyer unable to save it. Gonna go right back to the Scotties. Coach Seymour not happy about that one. Could have been called a live ball. Instead, Munyer was called for out of bounds, and with just 1:40 left in this game, Scotties have the ball with the chance to take the lead. Number 21 puts up the shot, no good. And 2 free throws coming here for JC Goldsmith.
And Hawks just cannot afford to give up offensive rebounds at this stage in the game. Only a minute 34 left, only a 1-point lead. Now Goldsmith at the line. She could potentially tie or get the lead here for the Scotties. So Hawks got to make sure they're boxing out and rebounding, especially on the defensive end right now.
Free throws no good. Simon gets the rebound, just 1:30 left. See if the Hawks can stretch their lead here, get a little bit of breathing room. Kenna Simon inside, blocked by Goldsmith, but it's going to be a foul called on Goldsmith. Kenna Simon going to get 2 shots here at the line to try to extend the Hawks' lead so they can breathe a little bit.
And some seriously key free throws here for the Hawks. Kenna Simon really needs to knock these down. Able to, yeah, like you said, give him some breathing room, you know. And it's been a while since the Hawks have seen the ball go through the hoop. So definitely some key free throws here. See if she can put them in the clutch.
And you know, Ben, as a basketball player, what's one thing in a situation like this for Kenneth Simon that you want to think about, you want to put in your head to be able to drain these free throws?
Just think that there are any other free throws. You know, you can't make it too big of a deal in your own mind, and you just got to think, well, it's just like any other free throws I've taken. She definitely didn't there on that first one, as she didn't hit any of the hoop. But, you know, like right now, she just got to focus in and just think, hey, just any other shot.
Simon's second free throw on the way. And this one's good. That is huge. A 2-point lead, but every point matters right now. Simon just able to get one there is a big deal.
And don't leave now, folks. We're in for a good one here. Minute 10 left, 2-point game.
Scotties have the ball. Phillips from the free throw line puts up a jumper. It's good, and we've got a tie game. 1 minute left.
Clutch shot there by Maddie Phillips. Right in the high post. She's been able to get that all night.
Addie Kiefer gets it past half court, double covered, and no whistle there with contact. Simon gets it in off the hands of Munier. We got a tie game. It's going to go back to the Scotties. It's crunch time. And no foul called there on a questionable screen in which Landry Simon was thrown to the ground, but we got a timeout called by the Scotties. 36.5 left here in the fourth quarter, 51-51. What a game.
Yeah, both these teams fighting back and forth here. The Scotties were able to go on a run, and Hawks able to slightly tamper it out a little bit here. 36 seconds left. I think the Hawks have got at most 2 more possessions. They definitely need this defensive stop here. That's all they're talking about in the huddle. Make sure no fouls, especially as they're in the bonus right now. Both teams are in the bonus. And make sure they can't get it down low. No easy shots in the zone. As long as they protect their gaps and stay home, I think the Hawks will be fine here.
And 36.5 seconds away from the end of regulation. The Scotties with possession have a chance to take the lead. Lakeland going to try to do everything in their power to prevent that from happening, as they've held the lead for practically the majority of the game, practically most of the game, and it would be really unfortunate if the Scotties pulled off a win here for Lakeland at least.
It looks like the Hawks have decided to go maybe in a man.
Phillips
Can't really tell here.
fakes the shot, puts up another one. No good. Rebound, Landry
Great
Simon.
effort there by the Landry sisters, or by the Simon sisters, excuse me.
Oh, and that ball goes out of bounds off of Addie Kiefer. 10.1 seconds left. It's going to stay with the Scotties. We got a tie game. We may see a buzzer beater here tonight. And a timeout called by Freeman.
Right now, if you're the Freeman coach, all you're telling your girls is take your time. Do not let the Hawks get another offensive possession. Try to get the ball inside, draw a foul. Let this come down to your offense. Don't make your defense have to play another stop. Big moment here for the Hawks.
If you're a Lakeland Hawk in this moment right now on the team, what do they have to do in a situation like this with 10 seconds left?
I think right now they got to be patient, look for steals, but don't over gamble because right now you take overtime. Right now, if your defense, like right now, all you're worried about is getting a stop. If you can score afterwards, great. But right now, you really got to be focused on defense, and you can't let the thought of trying to score within these next 10 seconds get in your way, and especially no fouling here at the end. Do not want to put Freeman on the line. These are some experienced girls in a tight game. They probably see this a lot over in Spokane, so huge moment here for the Hawks.
I could almost guarantee Coach Seymour there definitely mentioned to his girls that they need to play tight defense, but also, like you said, stay away from fouls, because a foul in this situation could be a killer and put the nail in the coffin with both teams in the bonus. As the Scotties have the ball back, 10 seconds left. They have the ball in the hands of McLean, no surprise.
Great defense.
Phillips on the perimeter, throws it over
She didn't
to
get it
number
off.
21. No good. And
missed
we're
it
gonna
anyway.
go to overtime. Didn't quite get the shot off there, so it wouldn't have mattered anyways. But we're going to overtime with a 51-51 tie. And we're gonna send you to a break here, and we'll see when we get back. Do not go anywhere.
And welcome back. We got free basketball coming up. We're in overtime here in the Lady Hawks game against the Freeman Scotties. I'm Ben Ryan coming at you here with Liam Bradford. Coming into overtime. This will be a 4-minute period in which both teams get one extra timeout, I believe. 51-51. Liam, what'd you see there in the fourth quarter?
Man, I saw a lot. I was very impressed by how each team was able to respond to just blow after blow and really just gritty basketball inside. Both teams getting a lot of offensive rebounds, a lot of missed shots, a lot of tough basketball. But here we are in overtime, and I'm ready. Got some pretty extra basketball today. As the Hawks win the tip, Landry Simon. Zaya Munyer cuts inside and gets the ball stolen away. Gonna go back to the Scotties.
And ever since that fourth quarter, the Freeman defense has been rock solid, not letting up the easy points in the paint they were letting up earlier in this game. So
Phillips, the free throw line jumper, no good. Rebound grabbed by Addie Kiefer. And Kiefer gets fouled there, coming across half court by Taylor Denany.
key free throws here, but this is who the Hawks want on the line here in overtime. Their only senior, Addie Kiefer, their current leading scorer of this game. Hopefully she can put them in.
As the bonus carries from the second half to overtime, both teams will get shots for the rest of the game. Huge free throw here for Addie. It's good. No good. Rebounded by Freeman. Sorry. Getting it to half court, McLean, but it's stolen right back for Addie Kiefer. Kiefer puts up the layup. It's good.
Kiefer with the great left-hand layup there. She was smart. She didn't even think about passing. She just went straight up with it. Nice physical play there by Addie Kiefer.
McLean trying to make a move on Simon, trying to make something happen here. McLean. They get it inside for number 25, Schneider. No good. Kiefer's got the ball in her hands again. Lakeland can build on a 2-point lead. Kiefer for the layup, it's good. Lila Kiefer going to the free throw line after that and one with an opportunity for a 3-point play. Hawks up 4, this is huge.
Yeah, that was a huge play there for the Hawks. Hopefully able to build some momentum here into overtime. Hopefully they don't just sit on this lead again, but make sure that they still get after these Scotties. But yeah, as long as they're pushing in transition, getting quick shots, I think the Hawks are looking good.
crucial free throw here to add on to that layup from Kiefer. No good. So the Scotties still in striking distance.
Boy, can you imagine what this game would be like if the Hawks were able to bury some free throws?
And a layup is good there from number 25, Kate Schneider. Just a 2-point game now. And that ball is stolen back, tipped by Schneider again. McLean puts up the 3 for the lead. No good. Who's going to get it? Peyton Sterling comes down with the rebound.
And the Hawks have numbers.
Kiefer. It's good. And 1. What a play. Addie Kiefer going to the line. Hawks up 4. A huge call there.
Great move by Addie Kiefer. Wasn't phased at all by the defense. Even through the whistle, she played through it. Huge and 1 there, just like her sister.
Got 2:06 left in the game. Yeah, that's right. Consecutive and 1s for the Kiefer sisters. We'll see if Addie can convert on her free throw here. No good. Rebound brought down. But Peyton Sterling with the hustle tries to get the steal, and it goes back to Freeman. I think Sterling thought that one was off of Freeman, and she let that one go out of bounds.
Yeah, she definitely didn't agree with that call. That can be rough as a referee on that end line. It happens so fast. Never really know who was off.
Pass was tipped by Kiefer, and a steal there from Peyton Sterling into the hands of Kenna Simon. Kiefer inside. Gets blocked, but a foul called on number 21, Sienna Gilbert. Huge free throws coming here from the sophomore Lila Kiefer.
And Hawks got to start making some free throws here now. 1:47 left. Only a 4-point game still. They got to start burying these things.
Lila Kiefer's first free throw is good. We talk a lot about the star for the Hawks, Addie Kiefer, one of the many players who contributes. And here we got her sister at the line. You know, someone who maybe not everyone who watches these games, you know, knows that there are even two different Kiefers. But you know, Lila has contributed a lot down the stretch in this game, and she's got a lot of potential to be a great player, just like her older sister.
Yeah, for sure. Just like her sister, you know, she's come in. She's a young player on varsity, and she's definitely developing. Now starting here in her sophomore year, and she's really making an impact this season for the Hawks. It's good to see. Obviously not the scoring threat that her older sister is, but still able to get good rebounds and be a good, solid player for the Hawks as a sophomore.
Yeah, you know, Lila Kiefer and Addie Kiefer, two very different play styles. Addie Kiefer more of the trying to just sprint up and down the court, make things happen, and she's very fast, while Lila Kiefer's got a bit more strength and size on interior. So definitely two different types of players, two very good players for the Hawks as they got a 3-point lead here.
Yeah, and the one thing they do have in common is they both have a lot of grit out there on the floor. You know, both have a lot of hustle. They never give up, and they're both very strong and smart players.
And a timeout called by Coach Steve Seymour. 1:25 left in the game and a 3-point lead for the Hawks. Back from the timeout now, 1:25 left in the game. Hawks do have the ball, up 3. Gonna try to extend that lead and see if they could See if they could pull out a win here, because this would be big against a Washington school. Sterling throws a long pass inside to Kiefer. No good. Kenna Simon fighting for the rebound. On the floor are multiple players, and we got a jump ball. A jump ball called on the floor. Gonna go back to the Scotties.
Good effort there, though, by Simon. She's able to get the possession arrow to face Lakeland's way for the next ball, so still definitely a fruitful effort there by Simon.
Phillips inside, working on the other 22, Kenna Simon. No good, rebounded by Simon.
Simon got bailed out there. Freeman player hit her on the arm. She'll get free throws now for this.
And that's big right there. Just right after Simon gets the rebound, Freeman trying to fight to get that ball back, and just a slight swat on the arm gets Simon to the line with a chance to put them up more than one possession here. Huge opportunity to put the Scotties away in this final minute and 1 second of this game. First free throw is no good for Simon.
On the floor for Freeman, number 25, Kate Schneider.
Second shot here from Kenna. This is big to see if they can push it to 2 possessions. No good. Rebounded by the Scotties, and we still got a travel called on number 25, Katie Schneider.
Yeah, she caught that ball and was just off balance, hopping on her pivot foot. Refs call that one every time. And now with only 59 seconds left, Hawks can kind of sit on the ball a little bit if they want to. No shot clock here in Idaho. Freeman's not used to that one, but. And we got Addie Kiefer now going to the line.
Foul
Huge
called
free throws
there
once
on,
again.
Taylor Denany. As Kiefer goes to the line to shoot 53 seconds left. Addie Kiefer to see if she can push the lead to 2 possessions. That would be huge here for the Hawks. First free throw is no good.
This one's now especially important just to get that 2 possession game here now. With 53 seconds left, Freeman might only get 2 more possessions, so this is huge.
Second free throw from Kiefer is no good. Rebounded by the Scotties, and due to missed free throws, they've been able to stay in this game by 1 possession. What a hustle play by Addie Kiefer, getting the steal, tipping it out, and that is a leader right there. Scotties get it back. 35 seconds left.
Killed some crucial seconds there, though. Addie Kiefer doesn't put her head down after the missed free throws. Sniffs out the ball. Now only 25 seconds left.
What a great play that was from Kiefer. Has been hustling all over the place all night as Phillips gets it to go.
But the Hawks will still keep a 1-point lead.
Timeout called by Lakeland in a 1-point game.
And you can't help to think now what this overtime game will be, whether it would even be in overtime if the Hawks were just able to make some of these free throws, man. There seems to be a lid on the hoop for them. Yeah. It's just, you know, I think it's just, it comes down to pressure. I know these Hawks can make free throws because I've seen them. I think it's just that right now it's more of a mental thing really than anything else, than any technical thing. So they just got to put it out of their mind that how close this game is, and they just got to knock them down. I mean, they're really, really crucial here in the late game. 20 seconds left. Freeman hasn't been able to necessarily extremely capitalize, but I mean, now they're going to have to start fouling to stop the clock, and the Hawks need some free throws.
Still a 1-possession game. You know, with the amount of turnovers and missed shots and miscues, different things we've seen from both sides evenly today. Really don't know what's going to happen in this 19 seconds. Really just have to let it play out and see what the offense is able to do down the stretch.
Yeah, before the Hawks have to worry about these free throws, they got to worry about getting the ball across half court. You know the Scotties are going to come out with their full court pressure, hopefully to get an easy turnover, not having to give up a foul. Hawks just got to be smart with the ball, be steady.
Not immediately fouling Kiefer. Gets the ball knocked out of her hands. Kiefer trying to keep it.
Exactly what the
What do
Scotties
we
were
have
looking for
called
there.
here?
See what the call is. Looks like Seymour calls a timeout.
Oh, timeout called there. Saves the Hawks from having to rely on a call from the refs. Thought we were gonna be waiting to see if we had a reach in or a jump ball there, but nicely timed timeout by the Hawks. Just 12 seconds left in this game. 1-point lead for the Hawks. Both teams in the double bonus. I think if it's at this point for Freeman, it would really just be better for them to foul intentionally and send the Hawks to the line. Didn't do it there in the first 6 seconds of the possession, but I think with 12 seconds left, it would be a good idea to send the Hawks to the line and try to get off the final shot.
Yeah, with 19 seconds left, they were willing to wait till she crossed half court, but then the Hawks were able to burn 7 crucial seconds. Got to think now, especially with the way Hawks are shooting free throws, they're just willing to foul right immediately. Hawks have got to be prepared for that. Make sure no turnovers, no silly passes. You know, we just got to be smart with the ball. We should come out on top of this game.
Final 12 seconds going to unfold here as Peyton Sterling takes the inbound pass. Gets it in for Landry Simon. Throws it across to her sister, Kenna. 8 seconds left. Kenna throws it too strong, out of bounds. 5.8 left off the hands of Addie Kiefer as Lila Kiefer signaling to everyone to slow down now with 5.8 seconds left. They're going to need a last second shot here for Freeman. Number 11 puts up the shot, Denny, no good, and the Hawks take the victory. No good. Lakeland holds on, and they're going to get the win tonight over the Freeman Scotties. A huge win. Wow.
Yeah, Hawks able to come up down the stretch, even without, even through all their adversity, missing free throws, some turnovers there at the end. They were still able to pull it out at the end. Rough stretch at the end for Freeman, Great to see from the Hawks, able to pull out a tight, close game. Haven't really seen many of those for these Lady Hawks all year. Really fun overtime game. It's been great to call it with you, Liam.
All right, we'll see you guys next time from